Hey folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. I don't know if I should call this a reaction or a review, but I think I have to call it a review. I grew up, I'd heard the song when I was a kid. I'm sure I didn't listen to the whole thing. I know the chorus, you know, and sort of the sound of it, but I didn't know it was Charlie Rich. I paid no attention when I was younger and when it came out, but Charlie Rich is the most beautiful girl. Nobody requested this. This was part of that list that I mentioned in a couple other reactions I'd done that nobody requested. I'd seen a list of about 70 or 80 must-hear country songs. They were predominantly traditional country songs. And I went down the list and I did like 90% of them, but there were some that I hadn't done. So I wrote those down. And one or two I was able to eliminate for some reason. I don't remember what that was, but about 5 or 6 were kept on the list. And this was one of them. And I'm like, I'm just so curious to see. I didn't even know back then that Charlie would have been considered country. So I'm going to see the country influences in this song for the first time really in my life, because I wasn't thinking when I was a little kid that this was country or rock or anything other than it was marginally interesting. Country bass line.
Hey, did you happen to see the most beautiful girl in the world? And if you did, was she crying, crying? Hey, if you happen to see the most beautiful girl that walked out on me, tell her I'm sorry. Tell her I need my baby. Oh, won't you tell her that I love her?
This was definitely a crossover hit.
I woke up this morning, realized what I had done. I stood alone in the cold gray dawn and knew I'd lost my morning sun. I lost my head and I said some things. Now comes the heartaches that the morning brings. I know I'm wrong, but I couldn't see. I let my world slip away from me. So hey, did you happen to see the most beautiful girl in the world? And if you did, was she crying?
Yeah, this is the thing about human nature. We tend to remember the bad things way more than the good things. Yeah, I mean, sociological, psychological studies bear this out too. When you do risk analysis in economics and such, and you propose to people, if this, then this, and this, and this, and you find that people irrationally will choose to avoid risk or avoid pain more than they will, even if the upside is way bigger in risk analysis terms, then the downside is low, yada, yada, yada. But because of that, we can't make a big mistake, because your partner will remember that one. Your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whomever. That's what it will always come back. It will always be there, more so than the most beautiful moments in life. You just can't make, it's so heavily weighted a mistake that you, just like he said, oh my God, whatever he did, he screwed up and she was gone in the morning. Ay, ay, ay.
Crying. Hey, if you happen to see the most beautiful girl that walked out on me, tell her I'm sorry. Tell her I need my baby. Oh, won't you tell her that I love her? If you happen to see the most beautiful girl that walked out on me,
correct.
Tell her I need my baby. Oh,
Yeah, that's just one of those songs that captures that snippet of life. He screwed up, she's gone. And I love the way this is carried out, though. Like, she still loves him. It doesn't mean she's going to be in love with him. That's the thing about whatever this mistake was. We didn't find out if it was cheating, if he just said something horrendous, if he hit her. I mean, whatever. We don't know what the mistake was, but we do know she's gone. So it meant something to her, whatever he did. And that's all that matters within the context of a relationship. What she's feeling about whatever he did. She's gone. And love, in many ways, love doesn't die. Being in love dies. Liking another person can fade, certainly. Believing in another person or trusting another person, that as well fades. So trust isn't something that's just handed out. It's something that's earned and it has to be maintained. And he blew it. So, yeah. And like, if you see her, I mean, what a great way of saying she's not in contact with me anymore. But if you see her, please tell her this. But there's a hopelessness mostly in this song, but you never know. It's only been a day, you know. Chronologically in this song, it happened last night. She's gone, so it's the next day. Maybe they repair it, maybe they don't. But he's the one that's going to have to go and apologize personally and grovel and hope she'll take him back. And we don't know. And I love the not knowing. It's just that little part of life that I screwed up. She's gone. What's going to happen now? All right. I'm going to rate this song. Of course, I never could have analyzed it when I was a kid when the song came out. I wouldn't have. And then I got into rock and I would have ignored this song. But now it's like, whoa, that's real life right there. All right. This surprises me. The number that popped into my head was a 9.2. I don't know if it surprises me that it was that high or that low, because lyrically it was brilliant. He sang it beautifully. The instrumentation was crossover material, as we know. Just almost like easy listening, but it had the country elements, the bass line. It had a little bit of, did it have fiddle in it? I mean, it would have been violin because it was more orchestral, but fiddle and violin are basically sister instruments. So that's it. All right, guys, nobody requested it, but that goes in the playlist of songs of 9 and above. All right, and that's a well-populated song list if you look at it. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.